Hello everyone, here I am Dimas Arvanda and I'd like to review the material of English for Hotel and Restaurant course, and that is from my lecturer Mom Ika. Okay, let's check it out. Here we go. First is reservation for greeting and welcoming the guests. That is conversation when check in the hotel and must using standard and polite language, but still sounds clear. There are two reservations that are guaranteed and non-guaranteed reservation. And this is an example of greeting conversation and how to guest book the room. Hotel. Welcome to ABC Hotel. How may I help you? And then the guest answer, hello, I'd like a room for 3 nights please. And then the hotel answer, sure, you have 3 types of room. There are single, twin, and double room. And then the guest answer, single room please. Hotel. Single room for 3 nights will cost you $300 and will require $500 security deposit. It will be refunded when you check out. The guest answered, great. And then hotel. Thank you, Mr. John. Your total is $350. How would you like to pay? Guest, I'd pay with cash. Here it is. Hotel. Here is your key card, Mr. John. Your room number is 303. It's on the 3rd floor. You will find the lift at the end of passageway. Guest, thank you very much. Is giving compliments and its response. Compliments make people feel good about themselves, and we all need that at times. Hotel guests and staff are no exceptions. You include the guests and staffs. And here I give you an dialect examples. Guest, your English is very good. You must study a lot. Staff, thank you, sir. Yes, I study every chance I get. And then another example. Staff, excellent game, Mr. Johnson. You really give me a workout. Guest, thanks. I guess all these private lessons are finally paying off. If there are guests who feel disappointed, what should we do? We have to tell the reasons why it happened and say apologies to the guests. And here I'm going to add some reasons when we try to order hotel through the internet online. Yeah, we can say it online. Why it is cheaper than order directly on the spot. Sometimes hotels price at the travel are cheaper, uh, 20 until 40% rather than normal situation, even though wholesaler prices are not valid in travel site parties because the site is enacting parity rate. So the best way to get best parties is come directly to the travel agent's office. And then next, dealing with the guest request. And here is example of possible guest request. Guest, please be careful with that bag. There are fragile items inside. Staff, not to worry, sir. I will be extremely careful. Here's another example. Is it possible to fix the drip in the sink? It keeps me awake at night. Staff, I'll take a look at it right away, sir. It probably just needs a new washer. And then is asking for permission. If we want to do or make something, but sometimes we need the permission from another, right? To ask permission, we need to say, is it okay if I, or may I? And the responses are, I really wish you wouldn't it. Is it for disagree? And for the agreement, we need to say, sure, no problem, or no problem at all, like that. And for examples, may I borrow your pen? And our answer is, absolutely, sir. Here you go. And here is another example. Staff, do you mind if I place your bag on the counter, ma'am? Guest, actually, I prefer to keep it inside. Okay, next is possible problems or complaints. Everybody know what is problem and what is complaints, but Do you know what are the most common problems faced by hotel guests? Here the list. Unclean room. This is a common issue with lower end hotels, but a complaint like this can happen even to best hotels out there. And other examples are no hot water, rude staff, uncomfortable rooms, uh, bad food, etc. Then, how does hotels handle complaints? Here, I give you the steps how to handle complaints. First, listen with concern and empathy, and two, isolate the guest if possible so that other guests won't overhear. And three is uh, don't forget to stay calm. We need to stay calm to make our emotion under control. And four, be aware of the guest's self-esteem. And five, give the guest your undivided attention. And six, take notes. And then tell the guest what can be the best done. But if you still don't understand or confused, or maybe you think that the steps are too long, here I give you a simple cycle. 1. Listen. Then empathy. Third is apologies. 4. Take action. And for the last is follow up. And here is an example of problem or complaint and its response. Guest, I had a scheduled tennis game, but the court has been taken over by someone else. Staff answering, yes sir, I understand, but we have a policy that if a party is more than 15 minutes late for a starting time, we schedule the courts for other waiting guests. I'm terribly sorry. Would you like to reschedule? Like that. When asking for advice, giving advice, and responding to advice. Sometimes, if we want to do something, we need advice from the other, right? To make it sure that the thing we do will be fine or no. And as the responder, we have to make the situations is still under control. And it depends on the way of our replying to the questioner or guest. Next is giving instructions. When asking for instructions or giving explanation, there are several standard expressions that can be used. Look at these examples. How do you operate this computer? Can you show me how to operate this computer? And then, what is the best way to hold a printer? When giving instructions or explaining things, it is useful to use sequence markers, words which guide the listener or reader through the instructions. It is also important to keep the instructions or explanations short and simple. Okay, maybe it's all from me, guys. If I had a lot of mistakes, I apologize to you. And stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands because you have to kill this COVID-19 and school living.
It's the dream.